We do see quite a large demand in data traffic as we've gone to a more open architecture and supporting system. A lot of data growth has occurred from 2009 to 2010 and even projected to continue to grow quite expansively in 2011 and beyond. So the Cisco data traffic model that you referred to, it seems to be following that for us at Sprint.
Certainly we're a top 4 operator globally with networks in 26 countries and close to 300 million customers. The data tsunami is with us, and we're handling it. Clearly there are some constraints by location and sometimes by capacity, but actually what we look is at combinations of solutions, sometimes cellular with Wi-Fi, sometimes even different pricing plans, sometimes looking at how do we maybe offload some of the data in some cases to other networks. So there's a range of tools in our kit to put into place.
But I think we're learning almost as fast as the data is being consumed, that the user's taking their wireline expectation into wireless.
Yeah.
And we need to find a way in which we can satisfy that need if we truly want to make mobility the answer for people. Otherwise, we end up forcing them back down into the wireline world. And so it's that intersection when we become mobile that is where we're focused on solving the problem.
One of the challenges, I think, in the data tsunami is really understanding what people are doing and the lack of information to be able to see what data is being used by whom and where and what is it, because it today is categorized in very broad categories like web and browsing. And so if you look at as HTML5 becomes available and applications and content can be consumed inside a web browser, it becomes very difficult to understand, is a person streaming from a browser in a smartphone, or are they simply going into a lot of web pages? So
I view the answer to next generation networks solving our problem the same way I viewed it since the next generation network was going to solve our problem 15 years ago. Yeah, it's a lot like memory and disk space. You make it bigger and we fill it up faster than you can make it bigger.
I think it's very interesting as we look forward that there's over 1,400 stands here, lots of people who can give us help in this data tsunami. So I'm less worried about the data story. I'm actually more concerned about delivering the digital economy and finding ways of working across into healthcare where the health professionals may think totally differently, or areas like smart grid where they need our help, I know it, but actually finding a language that works cross-sector, so ICT with something else. And I think we need to do some more work on that, I think, to grow those other areas.